Rabotai, Boker Tov. Good morning. Friday, Erev Shabbat Chodesh Parashat Naso, longest parasha of the Torah, basically. And we have dedicating the Shiur Leilu Nishmat Devorah Fegi Bat Shemuel, and for Refuah Shelema of Ora Devorah Bat Rivka Among Kol Cholei Israel. You know, very packed parasha, a lot of concepts. We have the mitzvah we have the concept of the Nazir, we have the concept of the Sotah, we have the concept of counting the kids of Levi, and we have at the end all the korbanot of the Nesim. Correct? This is in 2 words. Rabotai, there is one message that this parasha teaches us in many different areas of this parasha. Let's start with one of the examples. Nazir. We spoke about this guy. The guy wants to become more holy, more kadosh. The guy says to himself, listen, no wine, no cutting my hair, no going to cemeteries and getting tameh, beauty. By the way, we spoke that not drinking wine wasn't enough. We spoke also about not even having grape juice, not even eating grapes, not even passing next to a field of grapes, right? He cannot have any type of contact with a place where there is wine. We're very extreme. Not to get tameh for people, even his parents. If they died, he's not allowed to go to the cemetery for them. By the way, how is the Nazir going to do Kiddush? Kiddush you have to do, right? Shabbat. How is he going to do Kiddush? There is no wine. How is he going to do Kiddush? What are you going to tell me? Beer? Arak. Oh. So the question is, if the problem is alcohol, right? So the halakha is that he will do Kiddush the best way with the bread. With the bread. Anyway, the Nazir, we're being very, very meticulous with the guy. Listen to what the Torah is telling us. Happened to be, it was in a meeting, it was in a family meeting, or he was in a hospital visiting his wife that just gave birth. All of a sudden, lo aleinu, a guy next to him, boom, died. What happened now? He's in a room where a dead body is. We know the halakha, also by the Kohanim applies the same halakha, that he's not allowed to be in the same room when there is a tameh. Correct? So, listen to this guy. This guy became tameh by accident. He didn't plan it. All of a sudden, it happened to be. He's in the same room with a dead body. What's happening with this guy? The Torah tells us this guy made a sin. And because he made a sin, he must go to the Beit HaMikdash to bring Korban Hatat, to ask for sorry, and all his Nezirut to the garbage. Chalas.
Even if he's in the same building, let's say?
So it depends if there is any space in between. It was in Uman. You know Uman? So in Uman, it's interesting what they did. There is a grave, obviously, and the Kohanim are not allowed to enter to the grave, even by tzaddikim. So what they did was, in the middle of the building, they cut up the ceiling, and they give enough space of air. So you enter, it's cold inside. So why it's cold? Then you look up, there is no roof. No rooftop. Right? Why they did that? To consider the building as 2 different buildings, kivyachol, and therefore the Kohanim can be really near the grave, not mamash, they cannot even touch it, but there are, a few meters away from the grave, but they can see it without any problem. They can get it close and to pray for the tzaddik. Very interesting concept that they did. Anyway, Rabotai, at that moment, imagine you're the Nazir, I am the Nazir. We fight to keep up the Nazirut. We try all our best, and all of a sudden, boom, accidentally, I ruined everything. What's my feeling? My feeling is, you see, I'm not, I don't worth anything. I'm nothing. Even when I tried, I don't get it. Says the Torah, listen to the Pasuk, amazing. The Pasuk writes, וכיפר עליו מאשר חטא על הנפש. The Kohen have to be mechaper, right? The sin that this guy did, it's a sin. But says the Torah, וקידש את ראשו ביום ההוא. He have to purify his head that day. Can you tell me what that means, purifying his head? So we know the halakha is, yalla, shave. That's it, you're not anymore Nazir, so you have to cut all the hair, and that's it. But say chachamim vekidesh, why is this word kidesh? Getting pure, why pure? Say chachamim vekidesh et rosho. You know, do me a favor, wash your head inside. Take away all those thoughts that you think that you're nothing. Happened to be, was a mistake, and even if it wasn't a mistake, even if you got, how do you say, attract, right, by a cup of wine, by a cup of something, interesting, right? And the guy drink it, even though, clean your head and stop thinking that you don't worth anything. Why? Say Chachamim, because one of the most strong weapons of the Yetzer Hara is once he makes the person fall, he wants him to stay there. And how he's going to stay there? Telling him, you see, Habibi, how many times the rabbi has told you, trying, you never, it's not for you. It's not for you. How the guy told me yesterday in the shiur, happened to be that there are people that, you know what, I didn't help someone, I didn't do chesed, I'm not going to put the feeling today. I don't feel it, what's the connection? You have two different mitzvot. The answer is, the kesher is Yetzer Hara. The Yetzer Hara puts inside the head of the person, you see, you're nothing. God doesn't like you. God doesn't like me, you know what, he's right. He's right. That's what the Pasuk tells us. Vekidesh et rosho. Wash your head. You know, it's not only the example over here. We have one more example in the parasha. At the end of the parasha, you're going to hear the same Pesukim repeating themselves 12 times. Almost 12. Around 11 times. Same Pesukim. Korbano, karat kesef achat, sheloshim u'mea, mishkala. We all know those Pesukim by heart. Why? They're repeated so many times. Halas. What's the whole point? Every single Nasi, head of the tribes of Am Yisrael, they brought the same korban. It was a huge korban. They brought the same korban for the Mishkan. And the Torah tells us every single one by separate. Why? I mean, you know how many halachot, Rabotai, we learn only from one word in the Torah? One word. One extra letter. There's no extra words in the Torah. Why the Torah decided to, add the same things? Throw it one time, say all the Nesim, bro, and yalla. No? The answer is, you know what happened to those guys? Those guys, when they were trying to donate, when they asked for money to build up the Mishkan, all Am Yisrael decided to donate. Moshe Rabbeinu went to the Nesim. They told them, guys, you want to donate something? Say, of course. But you know what? Let's do the following idea. Whatever you're missing, we fill it up. Nice, right? Nice. All Am Yisrael donate everything. And when they realize, it was already too late. Thank you, say Moshe Rabbeinu, we don't need more. What do you mean? But, I'm ready to give you a double, triple. Sorry. No more, too late. And Chachamim are saying that was considered a sin. Why? Because at the moment that you are about to make a mitzvah, don't wait for the last minute. It's rizim magdimim lemitzvot. Someone is coming, knocking on the door, tzedakah, right away. Right away. Someone is telling you, do me a favor, let's help me out with the mitzvah, right away. Zrizim makdimim lemitzvot. That's why, by the way, mitzvot Brit Milah, there are many, many people that they try to do it the earliest possible. I know people, once they have the baby, yalla, netz. But you never pray on netz. No, zrizim makdimim lemitzvot. There is the concept to do the mitzvah as quicker as possible. So the Nesiim, they made a scene. They made a scene. Imagine what a shame. All Am Yisrael donated besides these 11 guys. Says the Torah, next time that they had the possibility to donate, that is this week's parasha, they were the first ones to jump on it and to donate. Say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, what do you think? I'm just going to mention you like this? No, Habibi. When you're ready to stand up after you fall, when you're ready to believe in yourself, you're going to be in the titles. Korbano, karat kesef ahad. 12 times. I don't care, but I want you to know you are the most important person. Why? Because you're ready to stand up. And how Chachamim are saying, the Pasuk writes, Sheva, ipor tzadik vekam. Tzadik is only the guy that is ready to stand up after he falls. Why? Because there is no such concept as tzaddik that he never made a sin. That's how it works. And this is a message for each one of us. We all fall. We all fall. There is no angels over here. Maybe you, Freddy, I don't know. I know you're tzaddik, but we all fall. Once we did an avon, we have to trust in ourselves. Let me tell you, there is a story that was published a few months ago. Beautiful story. That you can see how, small action in 1 minute can make a big change. So the story was published in Israel. Was a guy that get a phone call in the middle of the meeting. He was in a business meeting, and he gets a phone call. One time, twice, 3 times. The guy apologized, and he answered the phone. Yes, who is it? He said, listen, I need you to help me. You are the only religious guy that we know, and I have my grandmother, right? She's in the hospital, and she's very delicate, and they're about to put her a type of medicine, that with that medicine, is going to help her with the pain, but at the same time, she's going to forget everything. And she's asking, before getting that medicine, she wants a rabbi to come. Now, I don't know rabbis. Says, you are the only religious guy that I know. If you don't mind to come. But only you, because my family are very, they don't like religious look so much. So only you, we know you, and maybe you can come and, give some words. So, but I'm not a rabbi. No, listen, if you don't mind, please. The guy apologized to the people that he was meeting with. He left the room. He called up his rabbi and he said, Rabbi, what am I going to do? I have no clue. What am I going to say? The rabbi said, listen, you're going to give them some strength to the lady. Try to help her to make the teshuvah. Try, last minutes of her life. I mean, it's not real last minutes of her life, but the last minutes before. The guy gets to the hospital, and there is the lady laying down in the bed. And he said, listen, a few minutes before you're going to take this medicine, what do you think? Maybe it's a good opportunity, to let your kids ask for you sorry. Mehila, we're not perfect. And the kids probably did things that are not so, right? So let the kids ask you for sorry. So sounds good. All the kids came, they hug her, they kiss her. Mommy, sorry. She forgive. Then the guy says, you know what? Maybe now it's your turn. Sometimes happen also the parents, And she said, of course. And she also asked for sorry. And they finished up. And then he said, such a special moment, such a Kedusha moment. And Borei Olam, like the Gemara writes, the Shekhinah is right next to the head of the sick person. Borei Olam is here. Maybe you should ask also for sorry from God. And then she starts to cry. She cries and she cries. And she said, I wish I was able to fulfill some more mitzvot. But now I feel that it's too late. And then she turns up to all her kids and grandkids. And she said, do me a favor. My only request to you is, I don't know how many days are going to be alive over here. That's what she says. At least try you, that you have long life, Bezat Hashem, to keep a little bit more. Do something extra. They gave her the medicine. After a few weeks, she passed away. Fine. This guy that came to the hospital, this religious guy, went back to his life, business, and everything. Months pass, and one day he gets an invitation. Opens up the invitation, and he sees last name of the grandmother appears. So what's the story? He called up, and the Hatan tells him, listen, I want you to come to my wedding, and I want you to be Mr. Kiddushin. Say, hey, Habibi, I'm not a rabbi, I told you. I cannot do it. He says, no, I don't care. I want you to be Mr. Kiddushin. Why? I was engaged with a girl at the moment that his grandmother was very sick. Our plan was to get married civil, not religious. We don't want anything about religious. That was our plan. But when you came and you give such a ahdut and such a beautiful environment at that moment, and our grandmother asked from us, do one extra action, we decided you're going to marry us, and we're ready to keep Taharat HaMishpacha. You understand? He says, what is one action of one person? Even if he thinks that's it, it's over. All my life I wasted. 1 minute of teshuvah, 1 minute of deciding, no, I can still do. This action can make a huge difference in the life of others as well. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen. Amen.